Hello, I am so thrilled because I have got here at our studio with Bhante Saranapala's event, Kindful Canada Symposium. I have got White Eagle, a storyteller, a healer, a public speaker, and I just listened to you on stage here at Bhante's event, talking about colors and healing the earth and coming together, and I have to say it's such an honor to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
And I want to say thank you to Bhante for the opportunity for me to interview and talk with you. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you. And I want to say that how thrilled we are to be able to attend the symposium, and it was through Bhante who contacted us, and we had done a movie together, actually, back a year and a half ago, and that's where we met. Mm-hmm. And then he contacted me and asked if I would present at the symposium, and so I was pleased to do that and excited. But coming here was just wonderful because there was such collective consciousness in the people, in the room. And there were no religions.
Yes.
There was only one consciousness, one people.
Yeah. And that's what he brings together.
Yes.
He just says if we were all kindful and mindful, then we're one.
Yeah. And it's realizing that,
yes.
that we are one. And in Native teachings, we believe that we are all part of the spider's web. And spider is likened to creator because spider has on 4 legs on the one side, which is the north, the east, the south, the west, and 4 legs on the other side, above, below, within, without. And its body forms the figure 8, which is infinity. And then when it folds the body to 0 point energy, and you see that spider is always found in the center of its world. And the web of life that we're connected to. Yeah. And as part of the web, we are constantly, being redesigned and so that we're able to connect with those that we are supposed to meet.
That's it.
In our journeys.
Yeah. And of course, Bhante has created this amazing event where it is like that spider's web that's gone out and pulled everybody together. And I go to a lot of events, and I must say that I watched this one from behind because we've been filming here today. Nobody moved. And when you were speaking on stage, everybody sat down. There was no movement. Everybody listened. Everyone's so respectful. Everybody's so engaged. There's this group consciousness that you were speaking about, this one mind coming together.
It's one,
wonderful feeling.
And it becomes one ear.
Yes.
Like it's the universe. And when we see that and realize that we're all part of this wonderful universe and the energy. And energy follows thought. Yes. And so a lot of thought went into the preparation of this symposium. Yeah. And you could tell because the energy that follows it is very high. Yes. It's in the higher octaves.
That's it.
And so we were coming in just basking in the wonderful speakers that were presenting. And everyone, it was like a homecoming.
Yeah, I want to say something about what I heard you speak about on stage earlier. And you said Canadians get to know Canada.
Yes.
And you asked people to put up their hands who's ever been to a powwow. Because half the audience, they said, but half of them hadn't been to one.
No.
How do we get to go to a powwow?
Well, I think by doing things like what I did, and it's saying, put that on your list.
Yes.
That's on your list. Now, you're going to have a date night, and that's going to be critical.
Not for Bhante the monks, they don't date. Remember that.
Yeah. But their dates they have a date with their commitments.
Oh, yes.
And you see, the wonderful thing is that when we look at, it's so important to be able to have a relationship with ourselves. Yeah. And it's like honoring ourselves and realizing that, we're all the same. We're all different, but we're all the same.
Yeah. All right, so I'm new to Canada. You can probably hear from my accent, I'm from a totally different country.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
South African born, and I have never been to a powwow here. I haven't met an Indian community here, a native community. How do I go about it?
Well, I'll tell you, most of the powwows will be over now.
We're in Canada, right?
Yeah, so usually September. The month of September, mid-August to September, is powwow time.
Yes.
And this is where they will come from all different communities, and they'll do their traditional dances, and they encourage people to dance with them.
Yes.
Because it's wonderful when you see little ones that are just this high, that are just, they just are put on the earth and they dance.
Yes.
And you see these little children, and you see children that are not even born yet. And the mothers, their stomachs are just flying because the feet and the child are just flying
and they
to
respond
the dance.
To that drum.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They do. And it's like the drumming today. I asked that she drum because the drum is the heartbeat. And it has a very soothing, it's a soothing, powerful, healing.
It was wonderful to hear the drum. I haven't heard the drum for a while.
Oh, that's so nice.
For reals, I loved it.
That is
I've done
so
many
nice.
journeys, and the drum just transports. It's just amazing. 2 drums even. And when the 2 drums come together, and you hear the third one kick off, and there isn't a third drum.
I did a thing at the down in Toronto, at one of the hotels, and we had 500 drums, and they drummed so loud that people on Yonge Street. Actually, we were at the Four Seasons. And they would walk from Yonge Street because they could hear it.
They could hear it.
And people would just come. And they would walk in and they wanted to know where are those drums, where are they coming from?
Yeah, that resonance.
It's very healing.
That is healing.
It's the healing of the heart.
It is the healing of the heart,
Yes.
I agree. So why I was so looking forward to meeting you is Bhante, when he was talking about doing the symposium, he put a video up of you.
Yes.
And you had this long wooden thing in your, I couldn't see what it was.
It was my paddle.
I know, but I'm not Canadian, right? I don't know about paddles.
It's my paddle, yeah.
And this beautiful painted paddle, you extended and welcomed everybody to the symposium.
Yes.
And I thought that was so special. I love symbology, and I love the symbolism of what you did there. And it made me just want to serve, and it made me want to help Bhante and get more people in. It was
so
beautiful
nice and rewarding. Thank you. That is so nice to hear.
So, Bhante, we want to say we love you.
We love you, Bhante, and keep up the wonderful work that you do. Miigwech.
Miigwech.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.